Well, the thoughts there from the two head coaches prior to kickoff in this match. The other rugby hybrid friendly that we had today was the All Blacks 15s. They beat England A 31-14, and these two countries making their way onto the pitch. Ireland, of course, on the left in their green, and Spain on the home turf here in Madrid. The Tarre Stadium opened in 1998, capacity of 12,454. On a good turnout, what looks like a beautiful, beautiful afternoon in Madrid, Spain. We'll have the national anthems here momentarily, as is tradition in international rugby. And this Ireland A side, they're loaded with guys that have had a taste of playing with the top club in Ireland. 10 cap players in the lineup today. Let's now listen and watch to the national anthems of these two proud countries. Oh, he's part of the great pageantry of international rugby. The Ireland national anthem, the Spain national anthem. Two proud countries, and you're going to look at the Ireland A selections, and their captain today will be their hooker, Tom Stewart, who's got a ton of experience. He's one of those 10 players that's played up with the big Ireland side. Ireland winning today in their match against Japan, a convincing win, 41-10. Spain, experience on this side they have. By their number 9 is very good, 4 tries in the 2025 Rugby Euro Championship. He'll run as their 9. There's our referee, Tomas Bertazza, the man in the middle today. You'll hear him throughout the match here, of course, wearing the microphone. And a good turnout in Madrid. Calling this remotely from my home in the United States, but man, this is a stadium that I would love to be in. Looks awesome, looks great. on a perfect day for this rugby hybrid friendly matchup here between Ireland. They'll kick it away to Spain. Rugby pass probability for the win percentage way in favor of the Ireland A side, 92-8. But you never know. You never know. Last time Ireland had 10 guys that have been capped with their big club was back in February. They lost 28-12 to the England A side, but earlier this summer, with a similar side they had, they beat Portugal, putting up 106 points, 106-7. So, you know international rugby, you know how deep Ireland is. They're one of those countries that they just produce talent. You get a look there at Gonzalo Vinuesa. He's the number 10 for Spain. Good player. I had Spain earlier this summer in a match that was played in Charlotte, North Carolina on the east coast of the United States, and Spain really did a number with their kicking game in that match against the U.S., and they came away with a 31-20 win on a long night it was in Charlotte, about 2.5 hours of weather delay back on July 12th. And so an experienced side from Spain here. See how they deal with a young and roster full of high level prospects and young players for this Ireland side. Of course, Spain, they're in their traditional colors. They've got the ball to begin the match here. Spain in their last 5. They've won their last 2. They beat Canada and the U.S., as I mentioned. They lost against Georgia, beat Portugal, and then lost by 30 against Georgia in that 5th match. Here's Ireland with the carry. They get it free quickly. Ben Murphy is the 9 for Ireland. Harry Byrne is their fly half. Mentioned Tom Stewart. He's their hooker and their captain here today in this match. Pounded down the turf. It'll be sent right back there by Vinuesa. High hanging ball right in the middle of the park. Ireland, good clean take there. 5-meter gain down to ground they go. Working it towards that far side of the pitch there, the short side of it. Big collision there. Crowd reacting to that. Good turnout they've got at Utare Stadium, again in Madrid, Spain. Capacity just over 12,000. And a pristine looking pitch, a beautiful playing surface for these two countries here today. Nifty little flip of the ball back there, put it into the hands there of Baloukan, their right wing, Robert Baloukan. And you hear the voice of our referee here today, Tomas Bertaza. Murphy to it. Dara Murray, number 5, one of their 2 locks. Evan O'Connell, experienced player as well, and this kick is sent down inside of the 22 here in the 2nd minute of the match, and that is placed well. You're going to look at Mike Lowry, their fullback today, and Lowry doing a beautiful job there on that kick. That was spectacular. Michael Milne, the loose head prop there with a little direction for Tom Stewart, the captain here. Zabala, veteran player for Spain, their tight head number 3 there. He'll be critical in this match today. Good clean throw from Ireland. Down they come. About 5 meters away. Big punishing run coming in from the back there. But it's knocked on, says Tomas Bertaza. Oh, that had everything you wanted from the line-out throw. Everything about it was good, except the knock-on, of course. Scrum here for Spain. We're going to look at their front row. Fateu, their loose head. Santiago Oviedo, their number 2, their hooker. And John Zabala, who I mentioned. Big units up front. Fateu 30. Oviedo 33 and Zabala 28. Alvaro Garcia is their backup hooker. He's a young, talented player. He'll come off the bench today. He's just 22 years old. He's their captain in that match I mentioned. They played against the United States in July. High praise for him. This is a big carry there from Spain. A little bit of freedom there, and they're just shy of their own 22-meter line. At the back now, by left-footed boot into that Madrid sky on a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, mid-afternoon over in Madrid, Spain. Very good player is Vinuesa, so too is By. Line out coming up here for Ireland. Captain Stewart eyes it up. Well, they're perfect throw. You got a great look at it there. Great camera work. Comes Ireland now to the edge. Still with it. Good carry from set piece there for him. In there quickly is Murphy. Milne with the carry. Murphy to it again. Into the hands there of Balukan. Ruan Quinn the carry. 22-year-old flanker for Ireland. Taza in there directing a little traffic. Good job getting to that ball by Matthew Folds. Tackle leader for this Spain side in the Rugby Euro Championship this past season. Murphy to it, getting it free. Murphy again, quick work in there. Good efficient work, ball knocked down on the ground on the deck. It's going to go over to Spain. Stoppage here and a bit of a timeout here. Spain currently ranked 14th in the world. They are one spot in front of the United States. Had the pleasure to call that match that Georgia won 43-30 earlier today. Georgia ranked number 11. There's a look at the turnover ball. Spain at 14, Japan, Wales, Georgia, Italy to get you up to 10. And it's Fiji, Scotland, Australia, Argentina, France, England, Ireland, New Zealand, and South Africa rounding things out in the top 15 of the world rankings in international rugby here. Stanislav By, ball in hand for him. This match has been played in Spain's end so far. Maybe having an issue with the microphone of Tomas Bertaza. I am not hearing that, just for reference. Very faint. Two front rows set to engage here. By with the put in, lets his number 8. Imaz take it out. Kane Imaz, the carry. By to the boot. Chase for it. Good take by Lowry. Such a skill to make those receptions of the ball and those takes. Another good kick here from Ireland, forcing Vinuesa way back inside of his own 5. Little fancy footwork there and handwork there, and the crowd showing their appreciation for that. Another booming ball. I mentioned Spain and how well they kick. They love to kick it. They're very good at it. Got a lot of weapons to work with in that regard. Ireland, though, with the line out upcoming here. 6 minutes, nearly 6 minutes into the match. 8 reserves there for the Spain side looking on. Murray up for that take. Ball knocked out, goes backwards. Quick whistle there from Tomas Bertazza. And he's going to move Spain back. So here's Harry Byrne, the fly half for Ireland. And you can tell already he's got a pretty gifted boot as well. Stewart eyes it up. Deep throw. Good job getting up with that right hand by Alex Soroka. Knocking it back. Murphy at the base there. Grinding their way down a couple of more meters. Murphy thought about coming right, plays it left instead. To the edge now. Good carry out there from the flanker, Quinn. Murphy to it. Powering ahead comes Ireland. Ireland, fancy footwork, and they get it down and home. Great work from the Irish there. First points in the match coming from Ireland A here with that try. The Irish always well represented wherever they play around the world in the great sport of international rugby.
20 seconds, Thomas.
Daram Murray with the try. Yes. Flags go into the sky, and Ireland on top 7-0 here in the match. So Harry Byrne, again, great boot he's got. Good start and just the end of it, but great footwork from the big man Murray. The big lock showing some athleticism, getting home and getting down, and down at pitch level. Now Spain gonna try and take advantage of some good field position there. Exactly sure what happened. We were in those replays, but nevertheless, here we go. They're inside of 40-meter line here. First time Spain has had possession this deep inside of Ireland territory in the match so far. Advantage being played here. You see Bertazza's got the arm up. Spain playing with it outside, trying to get it out there on the edge. We'll come back and reset for the penalty that was called on Ireland. Gonzalo Lopez Bontempo, the center, he'll take that kick. Set him up for the upcoming line out here. I do apologize, something going on with the time, obviously, and the clock out of our hands. But nevertheless, Ireland with the 7-0 lead here. Spain knocking on the door here. Obiero, good throw into Folds, the big lock. Out into it. Push continues from Spain. Still driving this thing. What an effort. Pushing their way down the pitch. About 5 meters away, but Ireland sends them back a couple, and Bertazza blowing the play dead. Spain was playing with advantage there.
Thomas, back here.
formation there from Tomas Bertazza. There's a little pop into touch, and they'll set up the line out here as Spain will try and power this thing in. Here they go. Ireland, though, putting up a solid fight here. Spain pushing near the line. They can't put up enough of a fight. And Spain, set piece coming through. They're on the board, 7-5. The old adage in rugby, you know it's coming. Can you stop it? And Ireland could not. Vicente Boronat. He gets the try. Another look at that push from Spain.
20 seconds.
Sion in the back there as well. Kick is off the mark there from Lopez Bontempo. But Spain on the board at 7-5 here. Another look here. Back at that line out there. Went short with it there. I like that. It's a quick, easy, efficient way to get it going and try to get the opposition off their game, and less time involved in that, obviously, than getting that ball up high in the air and allowing the defenders to kind of get where they want to be. And that was a good call by Spain in the set piece there. 7-5 Ireland with it. They've got the lead by 2. Played on the edge by Byrne. Another big, heavy run out there. That's their left winger, Shane Bolton, 25 years old. Certainly a very young Ireland A side here today. Oldest player is 27. That's Tom O'Toole. Their tight head. Good carry here. Good run. Offloaded the ball there. Nicely done by Balukow, number 14, their right winger. From the base, out of there quickly by Murphy. Ireland coming right back at him. On the edge again. Ooh, what a big run out there. Putting his head down. The ball carrier ran right over the Spain player.
Okay, let go.
Good pace, good tempo. Arm in the air, though. Not releasing in time. Called on Ireland, says Tomas Bertazza. Love the energy from both these countries in this match so far. Spain on that try they scored. It was really the first time they'd been on the good side of the pitch on the Ireland side, and they used their big men up front. Their forwards were good, allowed them to get home, and I'd say at this point Ireland showing a little more balance in their game. They've got their speed guys, their back line are going. Spain certainly has those players. They just haven't, to this point, seemed to get into that kind of offensive set or attack. I'm sure it'll come, though. Over here on the throw, but Ireland comes away with it. Here come Ireland to halfway now. Lowry there had the ball. The ground he goes. Right in the middle of the park now. Down to the ground they go. Quickly recycled, pulled out of there. Good offload. Nicely done there by Postlethwaite. He gets in there. He'll play it from the base. Spun free. Off the mark. That backs him up about 15 meters now. But a great carry. Look at this carry. Still going inside of the 22. Offload attempt. Spain's there. It's still free. Near the line. I believe that was Bolton that had that massive carry. Now Ireland knocking on the door again. Murphy in, turns, plays it right. Trying to use the big fellas to get it home. Nothing yet. You can see that ball in there. Now they get it outside and they get it home, and it's down. And it's another 5 for Ireland. All set up by that massive carry. Great carry, breaking through. Bolton did the job. And it's capped off in the end by the big men up front of Ireland. 12-5 with a kick coming here right in front. Chip shot upcoming here from Byrne. Easy little boot there for Byrne, and now it's a 14-5 match with Ireland A on top. Another look at it here, and the initial try there to get it home was short, and then picked up there, and Michael Milne, the loose head prop, says, I'll take this, I'll get it home, and he does. So Murray and Milne, the tries for Ireland. Vicente Boronat, the try for Spain. They are having some issues with the score bug, hence you don't see that. Working on that to try to get that corrected for those of you watching here on Rugby Pass. Good to have you with us around the world wherever you are watching. And there, as I speak, there's the score bug back onto the screen. (14-5), Ireland A on top here. Spain with a scrum upcoming here. By the put in. Finds it in the legs, gets it out. Both sides converging at the line. The kick from Spain.
On the full, on the full.
Yeah, you heard the referee Tomas Bertazza there trying to place that and get the 50-22, but it did not happen. So Ireland back in a good attacking platform position here. .24-year-old Tom Stewart. Players shift, and another snatch of the ball with the right hand by Alex Soroka, the 24-year-old flanker wearing number 6 today. Murphy frees it. Looking to break through, good offload. Down to ground goes Dan Kelly, number 12. Lowry, good carry from Lowry. Well done. Clock time is adjusted. We're in the 23rd minute now. Things are worked out. It's television. Sometimes those things happen, but they've worked to get it corrected. So everything up there accurate with the time, the score we had, of course, and that's where we're at. Good little dummy, great ball. That'll be an easy walk in, and he'll center that one up right in front of the sticks there for Harry Byrne. That is beautiful rugby right there as Jude Postlethwaite takes it in, and Ireland increases the lead. The 23-year-old dances his way in for the try. He's got a big smile on his face. Terrific look, great ball. Just heads up rugby right there. Just knowing where your teammates are at. Sweet little dummy there, and then bang, swings it out with the right hand, and Postlethwaite, easy walk in there, and makes it 19-5, and Byrne makes it 21-5. Ireland 3 tries, 3 conversions. Looking good as Harry Byrne tacks on the 2 here today for Cully Tucker's Ireland A side, again with 10 full Ireland internationals in this lineup. Last time they did that with that many guys in February, they were beaten by the England A side, 28-12. But again, earlier this summer, Ireland did a similar thing. Because of the depth, because of the talent in their country's program, they can do that like many of these powerhouse Tier 1 nations can do. They beat Portugal with a similar side, 106-7. So now Spain, imperative for them, try and get the possession back here is Postlethwaite with another big carry, but it's whistled down here by Bertazza. There's the kick here in the 25th minute. Back here at this carry from Jude Postlethwaite. Yeah, there's the penalty there. Too much there. Didn't let him get clear there, and they make the call, or Tomas Bertazza makes the call here. Murphy works it free. Ireland. Careless with it there. Picked up, though, off the deck there by Balukown. Murphy spinning it left. Ireland still flinging the pill all over the joint. In the middle of the park, slipping through. Great footwork. Help coming there, support. Another beautiful job there by Kelly and company, but it's knocked on by Ireland. Oh, that had a try written all over it, but they could not finish it off, and they turn it over. I mean, look at the carry, look at the footwork, the rhythm, the sink right there. That is the call there. So Spain will have the scrum coming up here as one of their players needs some medical attention. Looks like on that left foot, left leg. See Kelly there, he's a dangerous player at 24 years old. Great skills. Tremendous crowd at Vitare Stadium, opened in '98 in Madrid, Spain. Capacity is just over 12,000, about 12 and a half. .57 degrees Fahrenheit in Madrid today as I speak. Mostly sunny skies. Wind, the highest gusts right now are 9 miles an hour. You saw the crowd, some in jackets, some in light jackets, understandably. Stanislaw Bai puts in for Spain. Looking to get something going offensively here. Spain quickly on the restart, tap and go. This will help their cause. They get about 10, 12 meters on that carry. They've yet to put a long march down the pitch. They had possession on that side when they scored, a couple penalties, a couple of penalty kicks, set them up, and they got that lone try they got from short range in the 5-meter line out. for the most part. They've been doing a lot of defending because Ireland's been doing this. Murphy plays it to the edge, into the hands of Lowry. Spain wants a call. They don't get one from Bertazzi. He's right there. Ireland, so good when it comes to moving the ball. Here they come, racing to the line. They're going to get home again. And Ireland strikes for their fourth try in the match. Speed kills, and right there, it killed Spain on that particular passage of play, and it is down here in the 28th minute. Beautifully done by Ireland. Just a piece, but not nearly enough on Robert Balukan there, who takes it home, and this will be a great look at it right into your living room or wherever you're watching the match, and wiped out the camera, in fact. (26-5), Byrne gathering himself for a difficult kick here, and well, you wouldn't have told him that because he made it look pretty routine. Harry Byrne doing his job and doing it well here. Ireland on top, 28-5. Another look at just a beautiful, beautiful passage of rugby, and that is massive speed from Balukan there, and he just houses this one. Not going to catch that guy. Big time wheels, great feet. And then the conversion from Byrne, I mean, that's as good as it can be from that angle. That is difficult to do, as you know. And he made it look real easy, did Harry Byrne, the 26-year-old. Now Ireland right back with it. Back into the hands there of Balukan. 28 years old. He's the oldest guy on the roster. Everybody else south of that, many in their early 20s, majority in the mid-20s, but a very young, talented Ireland A side here today. And they are showing how talented they are here in this rugby hybrid friendly in round one. All Blacks 15s beat England a 31-14 earlier today. That the other hybrid friendly on this November Saturday afternoon overseas. Murphy played it out, kicked through in a chase. This ball, though, is going to find touch. J.W. Bell needing the head wrap there, 35 years old. The elder statesman today for the Spain side. Very good player in his career. Oviedo in for Pinheiro, now to the back. By eyeing this one up. Just getting it away with that left boot. Pressure there from Ireland. The take back there handled by Shane Bolton. All deflected into the hands of Spain. Alberto Carmona, the 21-year-old, came down with it. Now Spain looking to get something going in the positive direction here. Line set for Ireland. Spain, they're going to kick it out to the edge. Nice kick, dropped right into the hands of the winger out there. Keeping it alive. Ireland's under pressure, getting down there. Was Sion putting the heat on him. Big time play from Spain. A huge, huge short passage of play there. Penalty called on Ireland. I mean, watch this. This is fantastic. What a kick by Sion. And then he just goes right in and puts all kinds of heat on Lowry. I mentioned at the outset of the broadcast and early on, Spain so good in their kicking game. And there is case in point right there. They can do some serious damage when that part of their game is on. Crowd into it. Oviedo knocked away though. Knocked away. Soroka's been a menace, and I mean that kindly, in the line out, whether it's been his line out or, as you saw there, the opposition. 33rd minute. Short to Pinheiro. Ireland up against it. Oviedo at the back, under his left arm. He's got Bai right behind him, trying to drive this thing, turn it, push it, drive it home. Nothing yet. Still short. Ireland holding the line for now. Dive. Nope. Still not home. There's the ball. It's available. Picked up. Right at the line. Smart play. Just get it, move it the length of the ball. And that's exactly what Spain did. So in the 34th minute, Spain makes it 28-10. Both their tries, pretty much the same thing. They've got the ball down there. They've used the line out, the set piece, the maul. And that's smart rugby by them. So they climb a little bit closer in this match. And that is well done. Like Boronat again. Tough conversion attempt here. 28-10 is your score. Way up the post there, and Spain draws a little bit closer here, down 18. Yep, that was the play there. I mean, you see that a lot. I mean, you can see that ball, and literally all he's got to do is get it, move it the length of the ball. Just a heads-up play there by Vicente Boronat. He's got both the tries for Spain here today. 28-10 here. Coming down the stretch here in this opening half of this match here, this rugby hybrid friendly, round one. Two of these matches today. All Blacks 15 and England 31-14. All Blacks won that one. Here in Madrid right now, the Ireland A side still have the last match on my mind. The Ireland A side on top of Spain here in the final five as time is off by 18, and Tomas Bertazza in there with a helping hand for the Spain player that was down and needed to gather himself and catch his breath after a little medical attention. A very valuable part of their team. That's Stanislav Bai. Scored 4 times in the Rugby European Championships. Tremendous, well-experienced international. So here's Ireland. They'll pop that one right around 5 meters away, and fun watching Harry Byrne. He's been really good with his boot in this match. Here's Ireland now. Going to try and use their maul and power one in. Stewart at the back, their hooker under his right arm, breaks free. Stewart toward the line, short. Nothing yet. Picked up from the back, advantage for Ireland. Second effort, they don't get home. Not yet anyways. Wrestled down, ball taken out. It's available there. Murphy to it. Byrne now goes way out over the top. What a ball from Byrne. Oh my goodness. And another try for the right winger, Robert Balukown, as he's home for the second time in this match. What a ball played out by Byrne. That is pretty stuff. The beautiful game on display right there. I mean, that is a serious pass. Dropped it right in the bucket. And the speedster, the athletic one, Balukown, gets in once again. And it's 33-10. Byrne from right on the touchline. I mean, that is just pretty. 35-10 Ireland on top here. Harry Byrne showing off his skills. Terrific look at it. Perfect touch on that. This Ireland A side again with 10 full-time internationals from their big team up top that today beat Japan 41-10. When you have that kind of depth in your country, you can have teams like this, and you have that kind of depth. Many countries wish they had the kind of depth countries like Ireland and the Six Nations countries have, and many others. Certainly you think of South Africa in that regard, and without question the All Blacks and other countries around the world with just a wealth of talent in rugby. Mishandled here, but Murphy will track it down. Ireland up comfortably 25 points here late in the opening half. Big man getting a carry. That's Milne. He's got to try today. Murphy. Big collision there, but Ireland still comes away with positive momentum. Great decision. Excellent work there. That is well done. That's Postlethwaite. Big first half out of him. Took the penalty here going on Ireland. Well, captains are going to be called over here. Zach Ward coming in, 26-year-old. He's an outside back for him. Comes in to get some PT here late. Replacing Mike Lowry, 27-year-old. So Ward goes out there into his spot. So here's the end of that last play. Call was quickly made in there by Tomas Bertazza. Stewart and company got a chance here in the very late stages of this first half to hit the 40-point mark. Stewart, a dart down the line. Here they come from the back. Murphy pulls it out. Phase after phase. Passing of this Ireland A side. Impressive stuff. Great touch on the ball. They move it so well. In sync, in tune. Worked free near the line. Trying to power in another one. Held up. Spain holds him up. It's a victory for now, but Ireland will get it right back. There's a penalty and an advantage being played. Pick and go near the line. How about that pass from the big man up front? And there it is. They hit 40 points here as it's taken in, put down by Paul Boyle, the number 8 for Ireland. All Ireland in this one. Line set, the initial hit there. The stop, and then that's a sweet little pass from O'Toole. The tight head prop saying, hey man, I got some ball skills too with my mitts. Big collision there, the initial hit. That was Stewart, and then that's a sweet little look from O'Toole. That is pretty stuff. Another conversion from a tough angle, and Harry Burns says, I've got that in my repertoire. This guy's been amazing here in this first half. Spain getting a little beat up here as we go on in this match, and we've hit halftime. That's Bell needing some help, and he'll need some attention, and he may be going into HIA, you don't know, but did not look good there here in Madrid, Spain. Utare Stadium. Harry Byrne and Ireland, their A side. Just that here today. They are delivering a straight A in this match, leading 42-10 as we've hit the halftime break. See the numbers for kicks in this match, and Byrne has been absolutely perfect. 6 for 6 so far on the day. Key moving pictures and looks back from the opening half of this match, and Ireland has been on their game in this one here today. Great footwork there from Deron Murray, getting home on a try. The big man showing he's got some skill, and good looking play from him, and another look at it down pitch level look, and then this guy's been magnificent. Harry Byrne has not missed. 6 for 6. Spain, 2 tries in the match, and they both come in the exact same spot on the pitch, in the exact same form and fashion. As driving mauls from their set piece. That part of their game has been very good, but this Ireland A side, high tempo, high pace, high talent. They have been razor sharp in this match, as you're seeing here. And big carry there from Shane Bolton. He's been all over the joint. Played that ball off. Spain could not gather it initially. And again, Harry Byrne all over the pitch, kicking from wherever. He's been dazzling, and Alex Soroka's been great in the lineup. Mentioned him a couple times, and try after try for Ireland in this first half, building themselves a 32-point lead as Jude Postlethwaite's been one to get into the try zone as well. But Luke Cowan has been very active, their right winger. Really good looking player he is. Postlethwaite, another carry from him. Tomas Bertaz, our referee, and there's the Luke Cowan doing what he's done in this match twice. One in from distance, the other one a short range touch on a beautiful ball that was dropped into his hands by Harry Byrne, and then Martiano Sion with a nifty, crafty play there with the outside of his boot to get that ball deep and put some pressure on Ireland there, and eventually led to them getting in for their second driving maul try of the match. Again, the way they've scored has been that they've been held in check. Ireland's just, they've controlled the possession, they've controlled the territory. And Spain with a couple to show for it here this afternoon at home in Madrid, and that was the second one. Borelnat, and that was try number 2 for Luke Cowan there. That terrific pass from the middle of the park from Harry Byrne. And as he's done every time he's put the ball on the tee, Harry Byrne knocking through the kick. He's been perfect. Absolutely perfect. And that's where we stand at the halftime break here in Madrid. 42-10. Ireland A side on top of Spain.
Y os recordamos que cojáis vuestras entradas para los próximos partidos en Valladolid contra Inglaterra el próximo sábado 15 y para Málaga el día 22 contra Fiji. Las entradas las tenéis en www.ferrubin/entradas. Y recuerda también, no te quedes sin tu recuerdo, este gran partido en la FanZone. Podrás encontrar la tienda de merchandising oficial de la Real Federación Española de Rugby. Equipaciones, balones, llaveros, camisetas y mucho más para vestir como los leones. También recordaros que en nuestra FanZone tendremos la mejor música, animación, comida y bebida. Seguidos de cada el partido y hasta las 23 horas, hasta las 11 de la noche. No te lo pierdas.
Welcome back. Ben Holden with you here on the call of Ireland A and Spain from Madrid, Spain. Tare Stadium. Really good turnout in Madrid to watch their men play, representing Proud Rugby Nation of Spain. Some of the key moving pictures from the opening half, and Stanislaw by the 9. About that pass there from Harry Byrne all the way to nearly to the edge there, dropping it right in the hands of Robert Balukown, and he's found the try zone twice in this match. And again, this Ireland A side with 10 full-time Irish internationals in the lineup, in the selections today. The big club, Ireland, beat Japan 41-10 earlier today. Last time the A side had a lineup like this was in February. They lost by 16 to the England A side, but they did it in the summer as well. They won 106-7. And today you see what they've done so far in this match. They're perfect when it comes to kicking. They're perfect in the line out. I mean, there's not much you can say negative about the way the Ireland A side has played, and Spain showing up to represent their country. They've got just 2 tries. They both come in the end to our left as you're watching the match. Obviously, we flip it up here for the second half, and in that far corner is where they happen. And they both come courtesy of their number 7, their flanker, Vicente Boronat. That's all they've been able to muster so far in this match. Spain coming in, have won their last 2, but they haven't played since July. Beat Canada up in Canada by 1 on July 16th. They beat the U.S. the week before in Charlotte, North Carolina, 31-20. They lost in March to Georgia 46-28. They beat Portugal in early March 42-31, and then lost February 16th in a match against Georgia by 30, gave up 62 in that match. Had the pleasure to call Georgia earlier today in that match with the United States. That was a spirited battle. Georgia ended up winning it by double digits, but it was a tight match at halftime, just a 2-point match. And Batumi, Georgia, underway here in half number 2. Ireland, of course, in their green. They kick it away, leading by 32. So much talent on this lineup for this Ireland A side. Byrne has really been impressive. Murphy's been good at the 9. There's Bell. Got the head wrapped up. Saw him leave the pitch as halftime hit. Needing a little assistance to come off. Oviedo remains in. Their starting hooker, Santiago Oviedo, 33 years old. Hands it off to Bai, the veteran. Take and the mark called inside of the 22-meter line by Ireland. Tap and go, they go quick. They'll clear it here down the pitch. Love hearing the music in the stadium there, Butare Stadium. A festive crowd and near capacity crowd. It seats just over 12,400. Great history, great tradition in Spain, and home match today here, this rugby hybrid friendly round 1. All Blacks 15s defeated England A 31-14 in the other of these rugby hybrid friendlies today. Just 2 on the docket. Look out, Spain trying to break. Good carry. Nicely done. About a 13-meter pickup. Bai gets in, spins it free. This is the one area that Spain, I've talked about it more than once, but they've just been unable to get the pitch spread. Those 2 tries, driving mauls. How about that? It was kicked, it looked like. And referee Tomas Bertazza right there. Do want to apologize and mention that the referee mic they're having some issues with, so we don't hear Tomas Bertazza. It happens. Technology sometimes doesn't always work, and Bertazza, though, done a fine job in the middle of this one today. You got an injured Spain player down. Let's see if we can gather in what happened. Might have been right there. Might have been on that carry by Sion. Not quite sure. Play was stopped there. Knock on was called. The 24-year-old Sion back onto his feet. Strum coming up here for the Irish. Ben Murphy eyes it up. You do as well from a great look down at pitch level. Miscue by Ireland. Now Spain. One thing that I remember and recall from when they played the U.S., when they beat the U.S. back in July, was they were able to spread the width and get some open space. And look out, here's Ireland off and running with a break. Play back inside. Look at the wheels from the 9. All the way in and down goes Ben Murphy. Flipping this pitch in a hurry. And Murphy racing in for the try here in the 44th. That is beautiful rugby on display right there, ladies and gentlemen. 47-10, and perfect timing on that little spin there from Postlethwaite there. Takes a look calmly with it, and then there's the end of it. And outrunning Sion there is Ben Murphy. So here's Byrne right up against the line. This guy has been perfect so far in the match. Strike with the right, off the post, and when you're good, you're good. 7 for 7 on the day is Harry Byrne. I mean, this young guy showing off the foot skills in this match, man. Fun to watch this number 10. (49-10), Ireland A on top of Spain. Spain getting some reserves in. At least one there coming out. Give you an update. We see who exactly it was. Big bang of a kick all the way down. Inside of the 5, up against the line is Spain. Good carry, gets him out to the 22. Alex Saleta. Comes into the match. Manix Ariseta has come out. So back rower for back rower, of course. Ariseta was in the 6. Saleta is wearing 22 now for Spain. He is on the bench getting a breather. And there's a young man I mentioned earlier. A massive part of the future for Spain rugby. 22 years old, wearing 16, coming in to replace the starting hooker today. Alvaro Garcia comes in to replace Santiago Oviedo. They had Garcia as their captain when they were in the U.S. in July for that match. That tells you all you need to know about what they think of him, the kind of player he is, the kind of young man he is. I remember talking to him after that match, and he was class through and through. And that's great to see, a 22-year-old having that kind of accountability in those things. Spain, good ball here. They're still coming. Ball inside of the 22. Big pickup. Spain showing some life here. Down 39, but there's no quitting these guys. 5 picks it up, tried to play it there into the hands of Fateu. Advantage Spain, the crowd loving that. Down on the ground and now whistled and stopped here by Tomas Bertaza. 16 there. Garcia maybe giving him a little shot and lift and energy coming into the match. The crowd certainly loved it. Now we've got a Spain player down. Looks like time is off, and it is here in the 47th. So they will tend to the Spain player. Slow to get up. Might have been Bell. Looked like Bell with that head wrapped. Now here's Bell on the carry, yeah. We know it's a brutal physical. That was up high, too. Soroka got him with the right arm. Looked like the forearm there. I'm amazed every time I get the opportunity and the pleasure to call an international and watch these men and the women, when they do it as well, play at the pace, the tempo, with the power and all that comes with it. It's just fascinating. So fun to watch. Good carry there from Saleta. Spain trying to power in another try. Here's the crowd behind him. Not yet. Taza getting on the left side, advantage here for Spain. By at the back, takes, looks, keeps, and he threw it away. But it's going to be whistled because there was an advantage. As Dan Kelly was like, I'm going to try and get away with this, but not so fast, says Tomas Bertaza. Kelly's been a standout too for Ireland as well here today. Some big carries out of him. Got a bright future at 24 years old. Locked up here for a scrum in the 48. Ball in hand of the 9 by. Yellow card's been issued. Yeah, it must have been. Again, we don't have communication, or not communication, but we don't have the ability to hear the official. Pick and go here, toward the line and down. I think that yellow was on Soroka. And it's picked up and taken in and powered down by Ikeni Maz. They take advantage of the yellow. Crowd into it in Madrid. 49-15. Big number 8, way too much for the much smaller Murphy to handle, and he knew it. Just took advantage of it. Around the left side, you see 16 Garcia there celebrating, coming out of it, the youngster. And the crowd is alive in Madrid. From 24 meters. Good strike. 49-17 is the score in this match. Veteran number 10. Gonzalo Vinuesa. Crowd loving that. Vinuesa. Toe meets leather, and that's a perfect kick. That's what Spain needed if they want to try to climb their way back in. A big mountain to climb yet. They've still got 6.5 to work with in that yellow. But I am confident in saying was on Soroka for that hit up in the head there on Bell. So let's see what Spain can do here. Again, a massive mountain to climb. They can make quick work, you never know. They might be able to pop a couple in here with 6 minutes left in the yellow. Mateo Triqui is coming in. Back rower for Spain, number 20. Another young up-and-comer with a high ceiling for Spain is Triqui. Vicente Boronat with a pair of tries out as Triqui comes in to replace him. That flanker position in the back row. On the edge now. Zach Ward the carry, his first in the match. Ward picked up another 4 or 5 before he went down. Murphy gets that ball free. Spain's line is set. Postlethwaite, center wearing 13 today, had the initial carry there. Now Murphy. Burns, short ball back inside. Michael Milne. Now Byrne, right on the edge. Byrne with another great ball. He's delivered that one, a short ball, but a great ball nevertheless. That's another try assist for Byrne. Man, he's been outstanding as Ireland gets another one home and they break the 50-point plateau. Shane Bolton getting that try. A man down is Ireland. If you were with us in the first half, you saw the ball that Byrne played from the middle of the park. That was a thing of beauty, but the timing of this one, there's Murphy quickly out there and bang. Nothing Spain can do. Harry Byrne off the post. 7 of 8 is Byrne. That's not a bad day for anyone, man. This guy got that last one to go 7 for 7 off the post, but that one did not get through for him. Great look at it here. That ball doesn't keep climbing. It's probably in, but it did, and then it got probably 3-4 feet down that post there. So it stays at 54-17 Ireland. They've got it back inside of 4 to go in the yellow card on Soroka. Take from Spain. By. Works it out of there. Another big collision there. By from the base. Freeze it again. Ireland, though. Great speed. Penalty. I think he called obstruction on that. It looked like Tomas Bertazza. Some more subs coming in the reserves. That's Usanov, number 17. He's a back row guy. Comes in. The front row guy, I should say, beg your pardon. He comes in from Milne. Milne with a try. Good shift from him. There's Alex Usanov, 20 years old. Youngest player on this Ireland A side today. O'Connell, 21. He's next. The 20-year-old Usanov now into the match, and O'Connell, speaking to him, is out. Diarmuid Mangan is now in. He's just 22, wearing 19, a lock. Up to get it here is Paul Boyle. Boyle in the middle there. They try to drive it home. Boyle scored here in the match today. Bertazza there, arm up. Another try for Ireland. However, sure, he may want to look at this. It looked like he gave the T sign. So let's just hold the phone for now. Time off. Into the 55th minute, just over 2 minutes to go in the yellow on Ireland. See the arm come up there, and then keep your eyes on Bertazza here. So this ball is in the possession of Spain, so no try. Spain will be up against it. Time back on, inside of 2 to go in the yellow on Ireland. Already scored one, down a man in the 52nd. Shane Bolton with that one. Stanislaw By there with the ball. One try for Spain, being up a man. Kane Imaz got that one home. But Ireland, of course, struck right back on that play from Murphy and Byrne. Finished off by Bolton. Penalty call here on Ireland. Now By, tap and go. Here he comes. Gets a little bit of breathing room. Good job by the veteran By. Batayu down to ground, the loose end prop. And that kick out near halfway. We'll see exactly where it's spotted here. Well, it's going to be exactly at halfway. Festive environment, great energy in the stadium. Atari Stadium in Madrid. Captain today, Tom Stewart, 24 years old. Line out coming up here for Ireland. Up to grab it was Mangan, 22-year-old. Push here from Spain, but Ireland able to free it out of the back. That's a tough, good carry right there, gaining halfway for the Irish side. Mangan. Diarmuid Mangan, 22 years young, big, long, Strong, athletic guy. Counter ruck coming here. And Ben Murphy gets his hands on it. Trying to break through again. Tough run there from Stewart. Knocked on, though, says Tomas Bertaza. Scrum for Spain. David McCain coming in, 25-year-old, wearing number 20. Back row player is McCann. In for Alex Soroka. Got the start at 6 today for him. Lock up here, I should say. Easy for me to say. Scrum here for Spain, right at halfway. Spain will play next week against the England A side. Continuing on in the rugby hybrid friendlies. Every match these international countries play, it matters so much. You get something out of every match, right? Good, bad, you win, you lose, you get good things, bad things that you can tune your game up. Love being a part of it with you here today on Rugby Pass. It's whistled though. Bertaza right there when that break happened, and he's saying, what happened? What's the deal? Still pleading his case there. Get a look here. Yeah, I think they got him there. He got in the way there, did Lopez Montempo. The obstruction call there. Time off here. More reserves coming in. Nathan Doak, 21. He's going to come in as the scrum half. Cahal Ford's going to come in as well. In for Dan Kelly. So everyone getting a run here for the Ireland A side. They're in a position comfortably where they can do that. Good for their sake. So we'll see what 23-year-old Nathan Doak can do here running the ship at 9. In quickly, out quickly from Doak. Here comes Ireland now. Right back into the hands of Bolton. Doak to it. And they're in a hurry. Now Byrne. Good decision there. Down to ground they go. Doak short with it, near side. Gaining the 22 is Ireland. Mishandled. Spain's going to get it. Tell you what. The band they've got in this stadium, you've heard it all match long. Tip of the cap to them. They are in tune, they are in sync, they are in rhythm. Sounds great. The home side here, Spain. John Zabala there, the 28-year-old, the tight head prop for Spain you got to look at, and some of the other faces and some good looks here at this very talented Ireland ace side here today. Bothelswaite there getting a little attention. Working that lower leg. Dangerous player at center. Made a big impact in this match today, trying to flex that calf and that left leg. You see some wrap on it there. So time back on as we are now in the, as we say, the fourth quarter of this match. 20 minutes to go in it. And it's all Ireland A. 54-17 is the score. Ball in hand. Stanislav Bond. What a beautiful picture. The beautiful game. Penalty on Ireland. Spain will get some help here. They'll take the kick here as Bai's got the ball, or will have the ball. He's going to hand it off, in fact. They'll kick here and set themselves up down the pitch. Point of the match now for Spain. Look, I mean, this thing is in control for Ireland. Try to work on some things as you close out here. Maybe tidy up some areas if you can. This Ireland A side, they keep coming. Bell pops it sky high. Goes on the chase, gets his own kick. That's a beautiful effort from J.W. Bell, but they call a penalty. As Bell says, you gotta be kidding me. Love the effort. Now the kick from Ireland. They'll set themselves up for a line out. Courtesy of Harry Byrne. What a match he's had. Joaquin Dominguez, the 29-year-old, comes in to replace the captain today, John Zabala, at tight head prop. For Ireland, still in the match. Tom Stewart there, 24 years old. Here comes Zabala. You hear the crowd. Showing respect as they should, and rightfully so, for the veteran player, John Zabala. Youngster Alvaro Garcia there looked as Tomas Bertazza wanted to know. Again, we haven't been able to hear him. His mic has not worked today. We apologize. But he was asking, all right, who's the captain now? And you saw Garcia, who I talked about him earlier. So impressive, 22 years old. And he's already represented his country. That match against the United States, he was the captain. He started that night, and he played very well. Great to see for such a young player that's grown up in the sport and around it. Loves to play for his country and put on the colors, as all these men and women that play international rugby do. Big collision there. That was Lopez Bontempo. Was hit and delivered a bit of a hit. Bye. 65th minute here. Luke Cowan back there, and there's Nathan Doak. Ian Murphy, the scrum halves here today, and Bye is going to come out of the match, and he'll get a round of applause as Nicholas Infer is in. They're heroes in their countries, the men that play these two outstanding rugby countries. You heard that from the crowd, and this Infer youngster, really young, U20 team for Spain, his experience to this point, and look there at Ben Murphy Looking back here at some of the work from Ireland in the second half and some of the work from Spain as well. That was Imaz there, the try for Spain, and Murphy loved the effort, man, but he's given up a lot in poundage there, trying to make the tackle, just couldn't on the big number 8 for Spain. That came in the 49th minute here, of course, in half number 2. Spun free by Doak. Doak to it. Big collision there, you could hear that loud and clear. Looked like Ford. Oh, Ford. Which, by the way, Ford means strong in battle. Perfect for a guy that plays rugby, right? Doak lost it, gathered it back in. Trying a one-handed offload. Phase 6 there you see. To the edge now. Look out here in space. Kick ahead, chase for it. Spain gets there, they take it away, they deny. It looked like, yeah, that was Paul Boyle, the number 8 out there, showing off some speed in space. I mean, look at it, he's a big man. Gets out there and nearly had a big smile on his face, nearly got to this thing. Trying to just tap that thing down to the earth and get the try. He's like, man, I can't believe I just missed that. It was oh so close. Love the effort late in the match. Massive lead in this match, and it's like time's off here in the 67th. And you know, I say this a lot, whether I'm doing rugby or hockey or whatever I'm calling. When games are in blowouts, when they're pretty much decided, because Byrne needs some attention. Harry Byrne, but when games are in these situations, another substitution here. Araza coming in. Ronald Araza in 19. But back to that point, when matches or games are in these kind of situations where it's clearly one-sided in terms of the score, that's I think when a lot of coaches, they watch even more, because they want to see how do you react when you're in a big lead. Do you take your foot off the gas, or do you keep playing the way you're supposed to play, the way you prepared, the way you're trained, the way you're coached? And obviously, conversely, on the other side, when you're the team that's on the wrong side of the score, you know, how do you respond to that? So, always interesting to me throughout my years in broadcast and in sports when you get these situations, and I don't see any let up in either one of these sides here tonight. They're both playing hard, whether it's Ireland, whether it's Spain. Ireland's just had more width, more expansive rugby in their game today. They've been able to spread the pitch more with their back line and near the line again. They're close, but not in quite yet. Advantage Ireland. They've done this. They've mixed it in. That one's home. And they get it down. It looks like Boyle was in there again. Boyle was involved. One of the big front rowers able to get that one down to the turf. They get Ireland to a 59-point mark. Scott Wilson, the big prop, 23 years old, getting into the act here as well. But I mean that sincerely, calling this match. I mean, both these countries have continued to play hard. There's been no let up. Yeah, the score would not indicate that. But to me, at the end of the day, I've seen that from both. Here is Byrne now. He was now 8 for 9 off the tee, man. This guy is something. Harry Byrne, 26 years old. Dazzling performance from him in this Ireland A side today. There's a really good look at that ball. And Wilson, the youngster at 23, able to get it down, and then, as I like to call it, a chip shot in front is Byrne. And he hasn't had a lot of those in this match. I mean, he's 8 for 9, but he has made some very difficult kicks in this match on those conversions, many from 5 meters or closer to the try line, or the touch line, I beg your pardon, that he's had to try to convert. And the only one he didn't was from the near side earlier in this half, when that one just kept rising and it hit the post. He had one from the other side earlier in the half that one hit the post and went through. That put him at 7 for 7. The one that he missed on this side of the pitch made him 7 for 8. Saw J.W. Bell there for Spain with a head wrap. He's a warrior. He's played a really good match here today for his country. Fun to watch. The battle, this young Ireland A side. So talented, so skilled. They've got it in all areas of their game. They just, saying earlier there a few moments ago about before they took that try in, they can beat you that way. They can beat you, the back row guys. They can beat you at every single level. And they've done that today. Leading 61-17. Come down the stretch here, a little more than 10 minutes remaining here in the match. Garcia. Band's still playing in Madrid. You gotta love their spirit and their energy. Spain still charging ahead. Again, to that point earlier. No let up, no quit. I know the score is one-sided, but it was one-sided at halftime, and when you're that side that is getting punched in the mouth, it's easy to mail it in, but these players are proud. They're pros. Good to see the battle continue. Infer with it. Now in at 9, came in earlier, of course, to replace Stanislaw Bai, the veteran scrum half for Spain. Here they come now, a little pace. Infer in there quickly from the base. Tomas Bertazza with the whistle and the call. The knockdown call by Bertazza. Look back here. Great job by Nathan Doak there. Just grabbing the jersey, getting him down to ground any way he could. Ireland will get the scrum here on the put-in upcoming from the aforementioned Doak. How about that? I mean, that's next level. Again, just mentioned these countries aren't letting up in a lopsided match, and certainly the crowd not letting up. You gotta love that. Rocking the wave inside of Utare Stadium in Madrid, Spain, here on Rugby Pass. Spain looking for a little bit of space. Final 9 minutes here in the match. Trying to get home again is Spain. Penalty on Ireland. They're still doing the wave. Oh, it's fantastic. There's the kick from Spain down near the corner, and this will set him up. Offside was called on Ireland. That is just awesome. Love it. Here's Garcia. A laser of a throw right down. Perfect throw from the 22-year-old. Spain knocking on the door. About 3 meters away. From Ireland, or call on Ireland from Bertazza. Ireland trying to dig in, hold them out. Spain right there. Bit of a dangerous pass there. A lot of distance covered there on that, in tight with a lot of people in the neighborhood. Taza stopping play, yellow card issued. So Ireland will finish the match at least a man down. Got to tip my hat too to this crowd in Madrid. There's no let up. Rocking the wave, you can hear them loud and clear. The yellow on Postlethwaite, who he had a strong match. Let's see if we can see what he did here. Obviously, Bertazza saw it a lot better than we could on that replay there with the massive humanity in there, and he sends him off to the naughty chair into the sin bin for the rest of this match. And he's reached into the left pocket again. Well, now down 2 men is Ireland. Did they get the wrong guy? It sure looks that way. Postlethwaite back into the match. Came off. He's like, I didn't do anything. Apparently they had some communication. Again, not able to hear the referee throughout the match. Apologies for that. But they've got the right player in Spain. Up a man here. Nicholas Infer. Brought up through their U20 team. As their 9, picked up in the back toward the line. Reaching, not there. Coming in, looks like getting in there was McCann. Did McCann come up with that ball? Sure looks that way. But it's got a penalty called against, yep, there it is. Offside called against Ireland. So they say the yellow is on Ford. Here's that big run, that big collision from Ari Seta, the 21-year-old. Bang. McCann right there to greet him. So we'll lock up again here. Inside of 6 to go in the match. You see the yellow. That time ticking away. Ireland will be short again, at least a man here for the remainder of the match. Score well in control of Ireland. This A side with 10 Irish internationals with their big team in this lineup today, and you can see they are loaded, they're lethal, and they are talented and skilled. There for the front row guys. Joaquin Dominguez getting a little instruction from Tomas Bertazza. Time ticking away, inside of 5 to go in the match. Spain trying to hammer one in here. Been down here the last 3-4 minutes. Couple of penalties. Infer pulls it out. Infer keeps. Infer short of the line. Advantage for Spain. Still battling away in there. Spain was playing with advantage. For the 2 captains, the 2 hookers, Garcia for Spain, Stewart for Ireland. There you saw the call there Arm coming out, indicating the offside call, and Spain cannot get home that time here. Inside of 4 to go as Byrne, with that golden boot, bangs one down. Ireland line out upcoming. Deep throw, well done. Dope. Short little pop over the top, sends everyone on the run. Spain there, offload, nicely done. Trying to weave his way through there as Mateu, the 28-year-old, first time I've called his name here in the match, number 13. And Iñaki Mateu. Another kick here for Spain. Less than 3 to go. Spain playing a man up here for the remainder of the match. So set him up good again. Youngster with the ball and chucks that one back down onto the pitch. Played off there into the hands of Dominguez. Ireland player needing a little attention down there. Time is off. It's Paul Boyle, their number 8. This crowd is not letting up. You gotta love it. Having a great time, taking in their country here today, approaching 6 p.m. over in Spain. Here is Garcia. Mishandled though. In the hands of Pinheiro. He could not hang on to it. Now Ireland. Do they just chew clock? Or are they going to try and house one again here? Ball down on the ground, picked up, offloaded. And with Sion, he's made some key plays when he's had his number called. And that big kick back in the first half up the far sideline off the outside of his foot. Nearly got home for a try, put pressure on Ireland in that situation. And it eventually led to a try from Spain. Ireland trying to regather, get back on side. Mangan did. Big lock, number 19. He's in there on the tackle, wrestling the counterpart lock. Pinheiro down. Now Spain outside edge, dropped in the bucket. About 7 meters shy. In for place it. Big heavy run from the back. Big collision there. Saleta. Now trying to operate outside. The fend off there. Oh, you gotta love the effort and the finish. Imaz gets another try. What a terrific job there. Like Lopez Bontempo made that play. He'll get the try assist on that, and they love it in Madrid. That's 2 in the match for their number 8. Again, no quit. Down big. Spain with so much pride, representing their country, their colors, their fans that have turned out. This is a wonderful play. Outside, then they get it back, and then that's a sweet little ball right there. That is just a beautiful job. Great fend there indeed. That was Lopez Bontempo into the hands of Iker Imaz for his second try here in the match. And it's 61-22. Conversion attempt looked like it was bending left, but it came back and it's good. And it's 61-24. And that is the match in Madrid. Ireland A puts up 61. J.W. Bell and Spain again, I started talking about this with 10, 12 minutes left in that time range of the match. No let up, no quit, drive, determination, passion, fire, energy from the crowd they had in Madrid. And it was awesome to see, it was awesome to hear. Certainly not a result Spain will like, but even in loss, you can take positive things away. And conversely, the Ireland A side, my goodness, what a talented crew they brought to the pitch today. Harry Byrne was 8 for 9 from the tee. His only blemish, a very difficult kick from the near side touchline. And there's a look at that final conversion there from Lopez Bontempo. Right inside of the post. And fans in Madrid loving that. They were electric. I mean, they had the wave going with 15 minutes left or thereabouts in the second half of this match. Their team on the wrong side of this match, and Tomas Bertaza and his crew, I thought, did a great job. Wish we could have heard him a little more, but that just happens sometimes, so that's how it is. And Tom O'Toole, the tight head prop, we're going to have some post-match interviews before we are done here with the broadcast as these two teams work their way through the handshake lines. And what a great battle. I know it was a lopsided win for Ireland, but I thought it was a exciting match all the way around. Both sides showing some good things in their games. Again, this Ireland A side so talented with just so many youngsters in their program. And that guy right there, Harry Byrne, was dynamite. 8 for 9 on the tee. A couple of try assists for him, and he was a major factor in this match, as were so many for Ireland's A side. Terrific work, and we're going to have some post-match interviews, as I mentioned. You see the final numbers, 9 tries for Ireland. Perfect in the line out. I mean, just, you know, you can look at their scrums and say, oh, they missed 2. Spain was great, 9 for 9. But all in all, what an effort turned in from the Ireland A side here today.
Orgulloso del esfuerzo del equipo y de los chicos durante toda la semana, los que han jugado y los que no también, de todo el grupo. Hemos visto un rival que era un desafío enorme, pero bueno, queremos jugar con los mejores, hay que pasar por estos momentos, así que podemos usarlo como una lección y aprender de esto para seguir creciendo y seguir jugando más partidos así y siendo más competitivos y más competitivos.
Siempre hay cosas buenas y cosas a mejorar en cada partido. ¿Con qué te quedas de esto?
Con el esfuerzo y la actitud de los chicos. En delantera también hemos estado presentes y a mejorar otras 20 cosas que vamos a ver tranquilamente, pero que hace falta exponerse a esto para mejorar. Gracias.
Captain of Spain there, John Zabala, their tight head prop. His thoughts on the match, and there's Byrne there, and man, what a performance from him. Can't say it enough. Fun to watch, fun to see, and fun to be a part of it today with you and wherever you watched around the world. That was really good to see. And you know, international rugby, you know how good Ireland is, and no surprise. But this group they put together today gave Spain more than they could handle. But again, you got to tip your hat to Spain, and great fans. Great environment for this international friendly here today in the rugby hybrid friendlies. Round 1, 2 of those here on this Saturday. All Blacks 15s beat England A 31-14 earlier today. And here you had a 61-24 final in favor of the Ireland A side. So, faces, pictures, great moments in this match here today. The veteran by the scrum half for Spain battled hard, came out late in the match for the youngster Nicholas Infer. Everything that international rugby is was on display in this match today. Strength, speed, power, smarts, craftiness on the pitch. The crowd was absolutely electric. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is incredible to see. A near sellout at Butare Stadium in Madrid, Spain. That's a great picture right there. That is awesome stuff by our crew. And awesome stuff from the fans. And here's Ireland's coach here today.
I thought we took our chances very well, especially in the first half, played some good rugby, but all credit to Spain. We saw it in the game against Georgia as well when they were losing by some points, how they stayed in the fight and came back and scored 2 tries there. So it's the same again today. I thought their maul was excellent. Thought the scrum was very good and some very good attack as well. So a lot of positives going forward for Spain. A great, very competitive game. Gracias. Thank you.
There you have it from Cully Tucker, indeed. Playing to the home crowd with the gracias in there. The Spanish folks out there. And very gracious and kind. In victory, here's the captain now, Tom Stewart.
Yo creo que en la Fanzón estará para todos vosotros, para todas vosotras, hasta las 11 de la noche, donde tenéis la tienda con merchandising oficial de la Real Federación Española de Rugby, comida, bebida y la mejor música. No te lo pierdas.
Yeah, no, look, obviously, to come together within a week, we had 2.5 training sessions for a group of lads that have barely played together. It was to put 60-odd points on any team is impressive. Obviously, there was points there frustrated. Scrum and Muldy, from a forwards point of view, fair play to the Spanish. They were good. There were 2 positives to their game there that we can walk away with. But look, overall, happy to come away with the win. Boys can take some stuff back to their provinces that they've learned in the week and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you very much.
Well said by captain for today's Ireland A side, Tom Stewart. 24 years old, great leader, great player at their hooker spot. And you heard him say there, we had 2.5 training sessions. They put this team together with 10 internationals that are full-time Irish internationals. The talent pool is so deep, and you could really see it in this match today. It was a very impressive showing from Cully Tucker and the guys that they put together, and just had that short time, a week together, and had those 2.5 training sessions. So tip of the cap to them. And I know it's a loss, 61-24, but a tip of the cap as well to Spain. There was no quit. They battled throughout. Very, very strong effort put in by them. And Ben Murphy, the starter at 9 for Ireland. That was a big play he had in the second half. Got him home. There were 9 tries scored. Points coming from all over the joint. Another look at that play by Murphy, and just getting by Sion to get that ball home. And this guy, Harry Byrne, 8 for 9 off the tee, man. That's big time stuff. That one, he got some help. J.W. Bell and this Spain side, though, again, no quit in their performance today. They battled. They're competitors. They're warriors. They knew they were going to get beaten here at a stage in the second half where it was way too much for them to overcome. But mentally, you just got to force yourself and drive through, and that's why you train. That's why you play the sport. That's why you put the colors on and represent your country. See some of the reserves there getting in, the fans. There was no quit in this crowd today. Clearly a Spanish crowd in their stadium of Butare in Madrid. They never quit. They never let up. Ireland, you can say the same about them. They came to play. Shane Bolton with a try there.